Every year, global rankings focus on the same names. The most powerful countries, the largest economies, the biggest militaries. But influence is not always about size. Sometimes the countries shaping the world are not superpowers. They are smaller, more agile, and often overlooked. Welcome back to Credible Ranking, where we explore global lists based on data, research, and real-world impact. Today, we are looking at a different question. Which countries are shaping global events in 2026 without being traditional superpowers? This ranking is based on a combination of factors, including diplomatic influence, technological innovation, regional impact, military effectiveness, and global relevance in current events. Number 10, Norway's influence comes from a combination of wealth, diplomacy, and stability. It operates one of the largest sovereign wealth funds in the world, giving it financial influence across global markets. Beyond economics, Norway plays an important diplomatic role, often acting as a mediator in international conflicts. In energy, Norway is one of Europe's key suppliers of oil and natural gas, especially during periods of instability. This combination of financial strength, energy relevance, and diplomatic credibility allows Norway to influence global affairs far beyond its size. Number 9, Singapore. Singapore's strength lies in its position as a global connector. Located at one of the busiest maritime crossroads in the world, it serves as a critical hub for international trade. Its port ranks among the busiest globally, linking supply chains across continents. Singapore is also a major financial center, hosting multinational corporations and regional headquarters. In recent years, it has expanded its influence in digital governance, fintech, and smart city development. Its influence is built on efficiency, trust, and strategic positioning. Number 8, Qatar. Qatar's influence has traditionally been built on energy and diplomacy, but recent regional tensions have exposed new vulnerabilities. As one of the world's leading exporters of liquefied natural gas, Qatar plays a critical role in global energy supply. However, disruptions in key maritime routes, particularly around the Strait of Hormuz, have created uncertainty in energy exports and shipping logistics. This has forced Qatar to rely more heavily on alternative routes and contingency planning, highlighting the limits of even the most resource-rich economies during geopolitical crises. At the same time, Qatar continues to maintain its role as a diplomatic mediator, hosting negotiations and maintaining communication channels between conflicting parties. Its influence remains significant, but it is now operating under pressure where stability can no longer be taken for granted. Number 7, South Korea. South Korea's influence is driven by technology, industry, and culture. It is a global leader in semiconductor manufacturing, which forms the backbone of modern electronics. Major South Korean companies dominate global markets in electronics, automotive, and shipbuilding. This gives the country significant leverage in global supply chains. In addition to economic strength, South Korea has expanded its cultural influence through entertainment, media, and digital platforms. This combination of industrial power and cultural reach makes South Korea a key global player. Number 6, Turkey. Turkey's influence is rooted in geography and strategic positioning. It sits at the intersection of Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, making it a key player in regional geopolitics. Turkey has been actively involved in multiple diplomatic and military engagements across neighboring regions. It also controls access to critical maritime routes, adding to its strategic importance. In recent years, Turkey has expanded its domestic defense industry, particularly in drone technology, which has been deployed in various conflict zones. Its ability to operate across multiple regions simultaneously gives it a unique and complex form of influence. Number 5, United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates has built its global influence through trade, finance, and rapid economic diversification. As a major logistics and trade hub, the country depends heavily on secure maritime routes and stable regional conditions. Recent disruptions in shipping lanes and rising security concerns have begun to test this model, affecting supply chains and increasing operational risks. While the UAE has invested in alternative infrastructure and diversified partnerships, the current environment has exposed how interconnected its economy is with regional stability. At the same time, the country continues to position itself as a diplomatic and economic bridge between regions. Its strength now lies not just in growth, but in its ability to adapt under pressure. Number 4, Switzerland. Switzerland's influence is built on trust, neutrality, and stability. It hosts numerous international organizations and serves as a central location for global diplomacy. Its neutrality allows it to act as a mediator in sensitive negotiations. The country is also a major global financial center, managing assets from across the world. In addition, Switzerland is known for innovation, particularly in pharmaceuticals, engineering, and research. Its influence is quiet but deeply embedded in global systems. Number 3, Israel. Israel has developed a strong reputation in technology and innovation. It is a global leader in cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and advanced research. Its startup ecosystem is one of the most active in the world, often referred to as a major center for innovation. Israel's technological developments are widely adopted across industries. Its role in regional geopolitics also contributes to its strategic importance on the global stage. Number 2, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia remains one of the most influential players in global energy markets. As one of the largest oil producers in the world, its decisions continue to shape global prices and economic conditions. However, ongoing regional tensions and threats to key shipping routes have introduced new uncertainties. The security of energy exports, particularly through strategic choke points, has become a major concern, highlighting the vulnerability of even the most resource-dominant economies. At the same time, Saudi Arabia is undergoing a large-scale economic transformation, investing in new sectors beyond oil. This transition is now unfolding in a more unstable geopolitical environment. Its influence remains undeniable, but it is now being tested in real time, where resilience matters as much as resources. Number 1, Ukraine. Ukraine has emerged as one of the most influential countries in the world despite ongoing conflict. Its influence comes from real-time impact on global security and military strategy. Ukraine has developed highly adaptive and cost-effective drone warfare techniques that are now being closely studied worldwide. Its ability to counter large-scale drone threats using relatively low-cost solutions has changed how modern warfare is understood. These developments are influencing military planning far beyond the region. At the same time, Ukraine's resistance has had direct implications for European security and global geopolitical balance. Its position has made it central to discussions on defense innovation, resilience, and modern conflict strategy. In many ways, Ukraine is redefining what influence means in the 21st century. So those are the most influential countries that are not superpowers in 2026. These nations may not dominate global rankings in size or traditional power, but their impact is real. They shape technology, diplomacy, energy, and security in ways that affect the entire world. And as global dynamics continue to shift, influence is no longer defined only by scale. It is defined by relevance. If you enjoy data-driven global rankings like this, make sure to subscribe to Credible Ranking, because here every list is backed by credible sources and real-world impact. And we will see you in the next ranking.